94.1 WHRP, Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur, a Cumulus media station.
Look how quick the week is sliding.
We blew
by.
into this Wednesday. That win last night. And this early morning. OMG.
Woo.
I had to check my head. I'm like, where's my wig at? It was blowing so hard. I'm like, there goes a curl.
There goes a curl.
Man, rolling like a tumbleweed. I was like, what is going on?
Man.
It woke me out of my rest and sleep, and I was having a good dream. Remember yesterday we were talking about Billy D.
Oh man, get out of there!
Okay, all right. Those Billy eyes.
Billy eyes. Now people gonna be saying, "Why is Billy D. Williams rolling in my sleep?"
I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Yeah.
You don't know until you talk to him, and he looks you in your eyes with them Billy eyes.
Billy eyes.
Everybody don't have them. That's why he's a movie star.
Billy eyes.
There's two people that I know who have Billy eyes. Clark Gable and Billy D. Williams.
Wow.
It's a movie star eye thing.
It's not contacts?
No.
Those are real eyes.
I'm telling you, it's how they do it. It's just like, you got to learn how to do the Billy eye.
Somebody going to be praying over their baby. Dear Jesus, please let this baby have them Billy eyes.
Gonna be a star.
I don't want him to have his daddy eyes.
No.
He needs Billy eyes.
His daddy eyes got wandering eyes.
Have you heard of crazy eyes?
Oh, yeah.
It's a real thing. Crazy eyes.
Why you look at me when you say that?
Toni with Tmill in the morning. Got to talk about this, you've heard the term Lego My Ego.
Yes.
Well, now they are hooking you up with a rental cabin. You can stay rent-free.
Who? What?
Ego.
Ego.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to stay in the
Sorry,
Ego
y'all.
cabin?
Here we go. Email shenanigans. Here we go. Listen, very serious wildfire broke out in Texas, the Texas Panhandle, where a lot of people were able to evacuate and not many others. And they have been trapped because of these blazing fires that have just run rapid. We're going to get into that. Yeah.
All right. And some good news. Huntsville City Council has approved some money to go toward a good cause, and it's about time.
Okay. Woo. And congratulations to the James C. Crawford Park. Got some new updates. I think I might go over and do some hoops.
Oh, yeah. What's happening?
Toni with Tmill in the morning. Welcome to it. 94.1 WHRP.
Toni with Tmill in the morning.
On summer.
Feels like it right now.
Man,
this
I'm telling
morning.
you, about 70 degrees already?
Yeah, but the weird thing is there's a cold front running through, and every hour the temps are going to start dipping down. So it's going to be cooler by this afternoon. So don't get fooled by this morning's temperature.
And it's the cold front?
Yeah.
Where's the cold back?
You'll feel it. You will feel it. Right back there.
Oh.
Yep. Got arthritis? You will feel it.
Got that cold back.
Yes, indeed. So this big fire that just went, like they say, 2 football fields per second, this fire has been blazing and traveling, and farmers and ranchers are facing a big loss of destruction in the Texas Panhandle. And a lot of people were able to evacuate ahead of it, but not many others, and they had to stay put and find, just safe places to wait it out, so to speak.
Yeah, and luckily they were able to shut down and evacuate that nuclear facility that they had at Pantex. And again, I don't know why we just haven't, over the last few years, like we're still going to the moon and still doing this, but we hadn't figured out how to combat these wildfires.
And they had a real uptick in temperature, like in the 90s in Texas.
Yeah.
It's still winter, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And so this is unseasonable temperatures that we're all experiencing across the United States at the moment. But nonetheless, they say that maybe about 300 acres of land was ignited just yesterday. Monday, and then by Tuesday is just rapid.
Yeah, and so you've got, of course, the property and areas, and also, animals being affected by this. You've got the video. I saw a video where it was just all these cows and cattle, trying to get away.
Yeah, in a situation like this. Of course, no one's expecting something of this magnitude to happen, but nonetheless, they're sending those aerial firefighting, planes and as much as equipment from other states to try and help and douse as much as possible.
Yeah. I just wish we would, just put a pause on all this exploring we're doing. Yeah, outer space is nice, but can we start helping what's right here on the ground?
I like that idea. Yeah.
That's $1 million that we just sent up there.
Build a spacecraft that can just come over and just put the fire out like that.
Where's the moon sprinklers? Like just a big hole. We got.
You're onto something. NASA, good morning. Are you listening?
Come on,
T-Mill's onto something. It's a hovering moon sprinkler. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Keeping you up to date and well informed. Toni with Tmill in the morning on 94.1 WHRP.
We looking black in the day.
Was that black?
We're looking back in the day.
Back.
Well,
Well, back in the day, Claudette Colvin, you may know her name, and if not, in 1955, did you know, 9 months before Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white passenger on a bus in Montgomery, well, Miss Claudette Colvin did the same, and she was only 15 years old at the time. Miss Colvin actually was taking the bus home from high school when the driver ordered her to give up her seat, but she refused. In fact, it's reported that she told the bus driver she paid her bus fare, and it was her constitutional right to sit where she was sitting. However, well, she was arrested. And that might be the beginning of what became the Montgomery bus boycott that lasted well over a year in the state of Alabama. That's black in the day. Well, on this date in history in 1940, basketball was televised for the very first time. Wow. And also it was 1953 that Cambridge University scientist James D. Watson, Francis H.C. Crick discovered DNA.
Wow. Okay.
1983, the final episode of MASH aired, and I think everybody was watching that on CBS.
Aww.
It was the Gulf War that ended after Iraq accepted the ceasefire in 1991. And on this date in 1984, Michael Jackson won 8 Grammys, including Best Album for Thriller.
Hey.
Celebrities celebrating birthdays and famous people, too.
Hey, the basketball phenom from the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic, is celebrating a birthday. D-Ray Davis, one of the funniest comedians and actors of our time, and pro wrestling legend, WWE Hall of Famer, Ricky Steamboat. In memoriam today, we remember Barbara Acklin, the hit song Love Makes a Woman, and Willie Bobo, born on this date in February 28th, 1934, the Latin jazz percussionist. Go to our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP for more celebrity birthdays.
And it's National Public Sleeping Day, which means, well, just take a nap at work.
I'm out.
All right. That's Black in the Day, back in the day. Toni with Tmill in the morning, 94.1 WHRP.
Toni with Tmill in the morning.
The latest gossip headlines.
Ooh, no, they didn't.
Toni's Tattletales.
I can't believe they talking about that.
The latest gossip headlines.
They all up in everybody's business.
Toni's Tattletales.
Tattletales. Toni's Tattletales. Tattletales.
Toni's Tattletales.
Ooh, they're coming for you, Diddy.
Oh,
yeah, no. This has been going on for a minute. A lot of conversation on a lot of our social media sites, and now it's really starting to pop in the news about Diddy's pastime affairs.
Very
or
serious
not.
Stuff. Yeah.
Well, there's a male porn star that says the most recent sexual explicit photos that have been floating around. Well, the picture isn't music producer Stevie J, as some say.
Wow.
The male porn star says, "Oh, that's me."
Wow. Come on.
Kids are listening. We'll leave that there. All right, listen. They found 2 people guilty of the murder of Jam Master Jay. of Run DMC.
About time.
Now, the crazy thing about this story, it happens to be a childhood friend and Jam Master Jay's reported godson.
Wow.
Who are responsible for the killing of Jam Master Jay of Run DMC.
Man.
How much time will they serve? I'm not sure as of yet, but they did find 22 years later who killed Jam Master Jay.
Put him away forever. How about that?
She's number 1 on the country charts.
Yes.
She's number 1 on the Billboard 100 charts. And now she's number 1 in the UK too.
What?
Worldwide, Beyonce. Texas, hold 'em. All right. It's not the word, it's what I heard. It's just Tattletale.
Tony's Tattletales is sponsored by Hello Huntsville, where your heartbeat of the community comes alive. Check out Hello Huntsville at WHRPFM.com.
Friday, when it comes to you on 94.1 WHRP. Friday is on the way. We're going to help you get there a little bit quicker. All you got to do is download our app, 941
That's gonna get them there quicker.
Yep. Download the app so you can listen anywhere.
Such a salesman.
Yeah.
We know that these days move the same every day.
But when you're having fun and you're listening to some good music.
You're not paying attention to the time?
Yeah, you're just having a good time.
All right.
Well, if you want to stay, a lot of people want to get away to Gatlinburg, go stay in the cabins, have a good time.
That's nice.
A vacation. Well, now you can get a good night's sleep in a house of 8. Sleeps 8 people. Who's got a customized pool, some hot tubs, and a fridge stocked, packed with Eggo waffles.
What?
Yes, the Pancake House by Eggo is in the Smoky Mountains, and you can stay there for free.
A pancake house by Eggos.
Yeah.
Isn't Eggos like a waffle? You got me all confused.
Well, now they got a pancake house, and they're doing a dream breakfast getaway. You can register to stay in this pancake style house. It's got about 8, sleeps about 8 people, and it's in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
What does a pancake style house look like?
It is 3 stories of stacked pancakes.
The house is a pancake?
And then it's got syrup dripping all over the sides. It's a free hotel stay.
What?
Yeah. Kind of like an Airbnb.
How can you be...
Go to home2go.com.
Wait a minute, I'm stuck. I don't know about everybody else. How do you free? Ain't nothing free.
It's a free pancake house. You have to register for this pancake house giveaway that they're doing from
it's a giveaway. Okay, because I'm like, right.
Yes.
How do we do this, T-Mill?
It's at home2go.com/Eggo House of Pancakes. That is confusing.
I'm going to sign up and see if I can win it. And then we're going to broadcast live from the pancake house that's a waffle or something with syrup dripping on it.
Hold up, wait a minute before you start working on that new fence. It's T-Mill here with my friends at Fence One. Fence One specializes in fence installation, repair, staining, and restoration. Whether you have a commercial fence or residential, before you start working on that fence, give them a call for a free estimate and ask them about their financing options. Fence One offers financing ranging from 3 months to 8 years, or get qualified for 18 months at 0 interest. I guess anyone could repair or install your fence, but wouldn't you feel better if they were a Best in Business Award recipient? Fence One is, and they have the best prices and quality guaranteed. Call them today for a free consultation. 256-735-3975. 256-735-3975. Or visit them online at fence1.net. That's fence, the number 1.net. And tell them T-Mill from 94.1 sent you.
We're going to put the spotlight on a special person in Black history with the Black History Minute Alabama on Tony with T-Mill in the morning, 94.1 WHRP. Time for the Alabama Black History Minute with T-Mill.
94.1 is highlighting accomplishments of extraordinary people succeeding in our community, like Mr. Charles Fry, the president of CNI Solutions. It is a 501(c) nonprofit organization educating entrepreneurs at every stage on starting, operating, and managing their business. Mr. Fry has started several community outreach programs, and every year he does the free Fresh to School Braidathon. It provides braiding services and haircuts to students at no cost. Go to our website to see all the women and men we're celebrating this month at WHRPFM.com.
That's your Alabama Black History Minute with Toni and Tmill in the morning. 94.1 WHRP.
There she go.
Hey.
On my mama. On my hood.
Hit a little different with a Grammy on it.
Yes, it does. Best New Artist, Victoria Monet. 94.1 WHRP. Toni with Tmill in the morning. And Kevin Williams, the Nighthawk. Of course, the Midday Vibe is at 10, followed by D.L. Hughley and Jasmine Sanders. The D.L. Hughley Show. Oh. It's D.L. Hey, y'all.
Jasmine don't sound like that.
No, she sound like this.
Challenge!
And, of course, Night Flight 941 with Big Ant later this evening at 6 o'clock. You know I love you, Jazzy.
She's like,
All right. So congratulations, by the way. It's always nice when we see things kind of, freshened up and new equipment and, just things that are being preserved, such as the James C. Crawford Park that has a new update, basketball courts, equipment and everything. They did a big ribbon cutting ceremony yesterday.
Nice.
And so a nice place to go and kick it and hang out at the 3915 Melody Road in Huntsville. So if you haven't been to the park in a minute, now's a good time to go back. Hurry up before it rains.
We're going to go play some pickleball.
All right. Mm-hmm. Hey, did you hear about this? Are you hip to Bob the Builder, the cartoon?
Can we fix it? Bob the Builder.
Somebody got some kids.
Man, that TV stayed on Bob the Builder. It's the only thing that kept them quiet.
Yeah. So nieces and nephews watch that, and I'm kind of familiar with Bob the Builder as well. And listen, now they are going to make a movie.
Wow.
And everybody wants Bob the Builder. Netflix wants it. Amazon wants it. MGM Studio wants it. DreamWorks Animation. Everybody's bidding for Bob the Builder.
Man, listen, Bob the Builder was one of the coolest, still one of the coolest, characters. Mm-hmm. And when Bob the Builder show came on, that was one of the first ones where it was like, this guy got a little swag. He's got his tool
right.
belt. He's like, yeah, I can fix it. Damn, Bob the Builder.
Right.
That's who I am.
So now they're talking about Jennifer Lopez's company is going to help with the production, and it's going to be pretty big. I think in the wake of Barbie, a lot of our childhood toys and animation, things like that, are going to be on the big screen in years to come. And so Bob the Builder looks like he's going to be the next big star.
All right, yeah.
94.1 WHRP invites you to check out Hello Huntsville.
Hello, Huntsville.
Your gateway to Rocket City's vibrancy.
Hello, Huntsville.
Look for the best in activities, neighborhoods, and exclusive insights.
Work with people and hire people that know more than you do.
Hello, Huntsville.
Find out what's happening and be a part of the stories that define Huntsville.
The history of the 10th Cavalry Buffalo Soldiers.
Hello, Huntsville.
Your gateway to Rocket City's vibrancy. Don't miss the next podcast or video experience of Hello Huntsville at HelloHuntsville8L.com or click the link at WHRPFM.com.
Lettucey
is rolling her eyes at you. You cannot hold a note like Lettucey.
Toni with Tmill in the morning, 94.1. Ooh, you just got to do that sometimes.
You hold a note when you like, I ran out of words. Let me hold a note.
When you take that first bite of that sandwich at your desk and you put all the right toppings on it.
Mm-hmm. I wish somebody would start singing while they're eating their sandwich today at their desk. That would be awesome. Mm-hmm. Just take your bite and just belt one out. Yeah.
When you clock out, when you're standing at the time clock and you hit that last doot, 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 doot. Woo! I'm going home. I'm out of here. No, I'm not staying over today working extra.
Oh, my goodness. So, listen, great concern here. The Army is cutting its force by 24,000, they say nearly 5%, in a major restructuring to prepare for any future wars.
Yeah, they say they're struggling to recruit new soldiers and trying to fill some jobs that were, they had a lot of jobs that were increased for the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, and they say they're moving away from counterterrorism and counterinsurgency, but they want to be prepared for some of these bigger, large-scale combat operations. So, wow.
I don't know how they're going to find people to join, because these the folks that can do all of that, physicality and stuff, they just want to work behind a computer.
Yeah.
They're entrepreneurs. It's a whole different shift of what people see in their future.
I'm wondering if there's, and I could be wrong, but I haven't seen I've seen some recruiting, in the schools and in the colleges, but it seems like even that's kind of lacked up a little bit, where, used to see the Army and the recruiters coming to the colleges.
We got TikTok now. What are you talking about?
They're recruiting on social media.
We're selling bed toppers and and canisters. What are you talking about?
Doing recipes, and you're supposed to be recruiting for soldiers. You over here making vegan chicken.
We're selling earbuds, and that's our job these days.
You over here doing the dance challenge. I got you out here. You're supposed to be recruiting.
That part. That's what they need to do for recruitment. A dance challenge.
There you go.
WHRP, the flavor of R&B. We're playing your jams on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Toni with Tmill in the morning. Wednesday, hump day. Little rain in the forecast, and these warm temperatures won't last. So enjoy them.
Take advantage,
early this morning. Enjoy, because each hour it's going to get a little cooler. So don't go anywhere without a sweater or a jacket. You're going to need it by the end of the day.
Or a vest.
Yeah.
Bring the vest with you.
A vest. A vest with sleeves.
With sleeves. Gotta add a sleeve.
There you go. All right. So, Madonna's been on a tour, and in her concert tour, she does a whole tribute to famous people and folks that we know and some that we may not know, where there's a big backdrop of photos. And during this moment in her concert, she sings the song Live to Tell. It's a song that came out in the mid-'80s. And she is reflecting and paying homage to those who died from AIDS, HIV. Well, she had Luther's picture, Luther Vandross. She had his picture up there. And so his estate said, no. Nope. First of all, you got to get permission to use anybody's picture. That's number one. Second of all, it was reported that Luther actually died. I think it was a stroke, heart attack. It wasn't HIV. Nothing like that has been, officially declared.
No.
And for her to take that upon herself and use his likeliness, they said, take it down.
Yeah, somebody messed up big time on that, because that is not the image that, and again, that was at one tour stop. How many other stops?
Yeah, exactly, before they finally caught it. But yeah, he had complications from a stroke. If you remember, it did affect his speech. He also, was challenged with diabetes. And so he had some other health issues and things like that. But HIV wasn't diagnosed as a part of why Luther Vandross died.
Yeah, and you don't want to start that rumor, and you've got this day and age where people don't fact check and they just run with it, and then the story becomes that's what.
Yeah, because it's Madonna, and she's putting it on her big platform, so people are thinking, "Oh, I didn't know."
Yeah, and we know how quickly things can grow a life of their own on social media. So glad for them to
I'm glad
clear that up.
People have estates, and people are still protecting folks that are no longer here to speak for themselves.
Stuck in a corporate meeting about to fall asleep? Stop. Put your earbuds in and play WHRP from the free WHRP app. Who's gonna know? Or find us on iHeart. Now you're awake and jam into 94.1 WHRP.
Toni with Tmill in the morning. Hope you're enjoying this weather before it turns later on today.
Chilly.
So get out there and enjoy it. Some good news for the our homeless neighbors here in the Tennessee Valley. The Huntsville City Council, they approved a $25,000 grant going to the nonprofit organization First Stop. This is going to be a homeless center in Madison County. And last year, they were awarded $75,000. And this is a nonprofit that is, again, just trying to do what they can to battle homelessness. And as we're seeing way more buildings go up and houses and apartments and things like that, I think it's only right that we do something about those that may be displaced. It could happen to any one of us at any time. It's not just we think it's only one type of person.
Affordable housing available for people, because they're starting to price a lot of people out. And these apartments and even the houses that they're building, the cost, the monthly rent mortgage for these houses do not reflect the average income in the state of Alabama. You're going to need another income in order to obtain one of these new apartments or houses to live comfortably, because I mean, it's just, you're outpricing. What you're doing is you're pushing the people out of the area and inviting new people in who are coming from larger states who have made big money, and they can afford to come here and buy a couple of houses or, rent this high, rated apartments and things like that. But the people that have lived here all their lives and have been working their tail off, the average, income, it doesn't match. It doesn't
make sense. And when you add on top of that, let's say that you can afford the house. Now you've also got to be able to afford to eat in the house, because now groceries
lights
are extremely high.
You need electricity, you got to have insurance. We can go down the whole list, but it's really sad to see the growth is great, but not if you're pushing out the people that have been here all their lives and can't afford to live here anymore comfortably. And even, say, hey, I'd like to get a new house, can't afford it. And you want to be able to look, not to just be able to afford it now, but can I afford this in 5, 10, years, and try to build upon that, because inflation is real. Well, hey, on the upswing, say congratulations to Zeta Merchant, who has actually made history becoming the first black female rear admiral in the Coast Guard.
What?
The Mississippi Clarion Ledger reported this one. And anyway, she's going to take over her role in the month of April. And she said she's always had a passion for service, but she never thought it would be in the form of military.
Yeah.
But she's totally excited about that, and that's just making history, woman history and also black history.
Go, girl.
Hashtag 94.1 WHRP.
Toni with Tmill in the morning. Time for some motivation and inspiration.
No matter what you're going through, remember this. Sometimes the best thing to hold on to is each other. No matter what you're going through, sometimes the best thing to hold on to is each other. That is your motivation and inspiration. 94.1 WHRP.
Start your weekday mornings off from 6 to 10 with your friends and your community. Toni with Tmill in the morning on 94.1 WHRP.